Okay, so just a quick update on the situation that we currently have on GBP AUD. Now, what we can see from a monthly perspective is that we have a market that is currently approaching a very strong support area. In fact, from here, the market started all this move to the upside. And if we will see the market again test this zone, from here, we definitely expect a reaction to the upside. Why? Because the market clearly has broken an important structure level, extremely important structure level, this zone here. Now, why is this zone very important? It was acting as very strong resistance here, broke to the upside, turned support here, again resistance, broke to the upside, turned support, broke to the downside. This level is now resistance. And specifically because the market has created this strong impulse to the downside, we expect a retracement back to test this zone before possible continuation to the downside. So how we will be approaching this? Let's go down on the weekly and see what kind of situation we have. Now on the weekly time frame, what we can see, we have already identified also on the monthly the support zone from which we definitely expect a reaction. And what we can also notice is that here we have a strong supply area given by this this green candle. In fact, in all of this move to the downside, there is one candle which is not related to the move, which is this green candle here, and you can expect the market to go and test this level. Now, at the moment, the market is in the middle of nowhere. Okay, here there is no opportunity to be looking for a short nor for a long. Let's go down on the daily time frame and see what kind of situation we currently have. Now, from a daily perspective, situation is very simple. The market is just creating waves to the downside, and currently all structure is still bearish. In fact, we have also the previous support here, now to resistance still holding. Now, if from here the market will just make the move to the upside, is perfectly fine. We will not be interested in a move for the simple fact that from this level, we don't have good probabilities nor good risk to reward. So how we will be approaching this with students? Before we see that, let's go and see what we have from a GBP and AUD perspective if we check the COT data. So the commitment of traders, what big banks and institutions are currently doing in the market. Now, if we check what we have from a GBP perspective, we can see that we went from having 35K all the way down to having minus 36K. So we went from having way more longs than shorts from an institutional perspective on the pound to having more shorts than longs. And then in the short term, we can already see the start of some adding of longs. And that is exactly what we need. In fact, you can see net positions increased from minus 36K to minus 18K. But the point is that we see longs adding. So hedge funds are starting to add their longs during this move to the downside, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see a proper accumulation inside of this area before they move to the upside. And if we go and see what we have from an AUD perspective, we can see that currently we're sitting at minus 4K with 35K longs and 40K shorts, which is a strong increase from the minus 54K that we had. So the way in which we will be approaching this is very simple. Until the market is in the middle of these two zones, we're not interested for any setups on GBP AUD. There are simply better pairs to be following. But if the market will actually make it to this level, then with students, we will be adding GBP AUD on watch list, and we will be monitoring price action on the 4-hour time frame inside of this area, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice long with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for the continuation to the upside and the market to reach the weekly supply. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. And I will see you in the next video.